Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to try the Catrice foundation. It is called the True Skin Hydrating Foundation. It says it has hyaluronic acid and it's supposed to have like long wear. Apparently it's like medium coverage, but then Tati said it was like more so like full. So we're gonna see how it goes. Do I have to build it? Do I not? And this is like perfect timing. Guys, you see this? These are not breakouts. I literally got these bites. They're like gnat bites. They look like gnats. We were at a park. Ty was like on the swings doing her thing and I see these little bugs flying around me and landing on me and I just kept like swatting at them. Then next thing you know, I have all of these things happening on my face. And they burn like really bad. They look like gnats. I don't think they were gnats, but anyway. The entire situation was not cute, but this is perfect timing to try this foundation and see whether or not it works. By the way, the thumbnail. I know. It seems like I'm bashing her. I'm not. I absolutely love Tati. I'm so glad she's back. I feel like Mama Bear is back on YouTube. So it's really, really exciting. And I didn't only want to just try the foundation. I wanted to try the concealer as well. And then I took it another step and I ordered a concealer that is of darker shade because I figured why not bring you guys a full face of just cream products. So it would be like the concealer, the foundation, a cream blush, cream highlighter, and then we would cream contour. Seems like you guys want that fresh glowy type of look tutorial, so I'm willing to do that for you guys if you want to see it. So let me know down below and I'll do like a full face of just cream products for you guys in an upcoming video. But for now, we are going to try this because I want to see, was Tati right? Is it really worth spending the $11 on the foundation? And I want to say the concealer was about $6 or $7. Packaging, very, very luxe, feels nice, doesn't seem like it's this cheap. I ended up getting my foundation in neutral hazel, which is, it's weird because this seems like a spot on shade for me. My concealer, I ended up getting it, what shade are you? In Cool Almond. I'm gonna put a little spin on this video because I wanna see for my normal combo skin whether or not this is gonna be like a jam for me or not. I'm gonna use the Tati Blendiful, which is what she used on the face, but I'm not just gonna use this. I'm gonna use the Blendiful just on like my T-zone area, so like my forehead, my nose, and my chin. I'm gonna use a beauty sponge on one side of my face, and then I'm gonna use the IT Cosmetics brush. This is their angled buffing foundation brush on the other side. I feel like depending on the tool that you're gonna use, it will give you a different finish 9 times out of 10. So I wanna cover all my bases. That way, those of you who use the Blendiful or use a sponge or use a brush will really get a real feel as to what this is gonna look like, what it's gonna wear like throughout the day. So let me put some primer on and let's dive on in. The foundation and concealer are advertised to be hydrating. I'm not so sure how accurate that is. So I ended up using a regular primer. This primer has no luminosity. It's not doing like much of anything really to my skin. It's not giving me that dewy finish or anything like that. That's just me. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 pumps. I normally do 2 pumps of a foundation in any case, no matter what foundation it is. As you can see, I pulled my hair back for you guys. So I'm going to do 1, 2. That's a lot. It is slightly runny, so you gotta be a little careful, okay? Now I'm gonna take my beauty sponge. I'm gonna do one of these. Now the shade in the bottle looked like it would be spot on my shade. It's definitely lighter. I can make this work, it's fine. I'll just like bronze. Yeah, this is definitely not medium coverage. I'm gonna tell you that right now because it covered the redness, it covered like the pink cheek area that I normally have. And I'm 2 different shades right about now. We will be correcting that. No worries, no worries. I got this. Okay, so this is with a beauty sponge. I brought a mirror a little closer so that I can really see what the finish looks like. Okay, with the beauty sponge, I do not like the way, real close up, the way my cheeks are looking. All right, yeah. I don't like the way it looks with a beauty sponge on my cheeks because it's really giving me that very porous look, and I'm not feeling that. No way, no how. But I wonder, had I used the hydrating primer, would it have made a difference? I don't know, but I'm not digging that. I know, I look a little funky. I'm gonna go ahead and use the IT brush. Usually with a sponge, the product blends a lot seamlessly, a lot better. That's why I stick to my sponges. But this is like really full coverage, like a bit much. At least it's not the type of coverage that I like for my skin. And with a brush, it's really not applying as much as you guys can see. Like I'm trying to build it so it'll look the same. So I went in with another bit of foundation. Maybe as it sits on the skin for a little while and my like natural oils come out, maybe it'll look better. But at least this side right now, I don't like it. This side, I don't like it either. This side, I do not like already. And it's not because of the brush. It's because it's emphasizing all these pores that it like normally you can't see. Like, I know I'm human, I have pores, but damn, this is like extra. It's making it even more so. All right, now I'm gonna use the Tati Beauty Blender Full, and I'm gonna do what she did. See, I don't really do full coverage foundations anyway. Close up, it almost looks like it is blocking my pores, like big time. What is going on here? Oh, first of all, I look like I have a mask face. That's number one. Number two, Auntie, what am I doing wrong, girl? I'm using your blender full, and it is patchy AF. I used a primer, and this is not one of those super mattifying weird primers, but it's also not a really hydrating. It's just a regular one. Girl, maybe you can really see it even more because of the fact that my the foundation is lighter than my skin right now. It has a little bit of fragrance. It smells good. If it turns out to be the worst foundation I've ever purchased, hey, at least it was only $11. I'm gonna have to zoom you guys in. I mean, is it just me? Look at this. Look at this area right here. My skin never looks like this with foundation. I've used this primer with so many foundations. I don't know what's going on. And my forehead looks so patchy. Let's move on to the concealer. Oh, okay, concealer has this kind of wand. All right, girl. Maybe the concealer is better. By the way, I was introduced to Catrice by you guys. You guys wanted me to try one of their concealers. I can't recall the name. I'll put it up here on screen. But guys, I tried their concealer. It was super cheap, super affordable. I loved it so much. I've purchased it like 3 times already, okay? It is part of my collection, and I absolutely love it. Where is the blender for? Okay. It is so HD, so full coverage. You only need a little bit, and it's like $4 or $5 for the concealer. I'm obsessed with it, okay? So, Catrice has some amazing product. I just don't know about this foundation. The concealer is okay. My problem is with the blender full, the concealer is not doing... It's patchy. Why? Girl. Okay. The blender full side, patchy. I'm going to use my beauty sponge and see what the concealer looks like. Okay, with the beauty sponge, it's so much better. So much better. Because we can't have a full face of busted, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to redo a little bit of the concealer here so it doesn't look as patchy because this is bad. Like, it's bad, okay? All right. Okay, I can make this work. At least the under eye area, I can make it work. So... what I'm gonna do, let me go put the rest of my face on and I'll let you know how I feel with everything blending on top and all that good stuff. Let's just see what this ends up looking like once I like make myself look normal. All right, we're back. Face is fully on. Okay, I've got thoughts. First of all, it doesn't feel heavy at all. It dried to kind of like a powdered finish. Feels pretty good on the skin. With that said, you can still see so much going on my skin. Now that it's settled, it actually just looks dry. It doesn't emphasize any dry patches or anything on my skin, but just the foundation looks dry. So the advertisement that it's hydrating, I really don't think so. I disagree with that. It does play very well with other products. I didn't use cream products on top of it. Just, we have enough going on. I used all powders, but the bronzer, the blush, the highlight, everything blended really nicely. Nothing was weird, patchy, or whatever. Of course, you can see a lot of my texture is now being emphasized, which I'm not happy about. And now that it's sat on my skin for about 20 minutes, you see this? Okay, this wasn't there, and now it is, okay? So just know it was there. We covered it up with the foundation. Once the foundation settled, you can still see this peeking through. So, putting it out there, just in case This is what it looks like 20 minutes later once I've applied everything else on top. We've got stuff peeking through. It still looks pretty dry, although this area doesn't look really dry. That's because I have highlighter on, otherwise it would look really dry. And just to kind of help it out a little bit, I'm gonna use these Dewy Set Anastasia Beverly Hills spray, like the setting spray, but I'm only gonna do it on one half of my face. I want to see if maybe setting it with a dewy setting spray will kind of help the situation, make it look a little better. And then on the other side, I'm going to leave it alone. We're gonna do a wear test. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and do a 12, 15, 18, 24-hour wear test. We ain't doing all of that because, you know, like I don't have that time. But we are gonna do a few hours in. We're gonna take a look at it later and we're gonna see what it looks like, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and spray on half of my face. I need something to cover. Got it. Okay, cool. So just half of my face is gonna get sprayed. And then the other half, we're gonna leave it alone. My lashes are super fluffy. I know. The lashes I use are by the Queen Lash Box. Okay, look, they're like really fluffy, but it really makes this look. It over dramatizes just by a little bit, which is freaking awesome. The Queen Lash Box is a monthly lash subscription. Price and all that good stuff is here. I do have a discount code if you're interested in checking them out. And signing up, you can get a discount on your first box. But here is the July box. I'm still working on my June ones, okay? This is from the June box. And look how pretty. These are really simple. I think I'm gonna use these next, but I am digging these styles over here. If you haven't checked them out, make sure you go check them out. Again, link and coupon code are gonna be in the description box. It is currently 9:17 in the morning. I know, it is early, but I'll be back in a few hours and we'll see what it looks like. All right, we're back just a few hours later. Right now, my computer says it is 1:22 in the afternoon. And I just kind of want to see what this is looking like. Okay. So I'll admit, the side with the setting spray looks better than the side without it. It's settled into like my pores and like my skin. My forehead actually looks pretty decent. The areas in which I used the Blendiful look so much better than the areas where I used the sponge or the brush. Like my T-zone area is looking flawless, real close up, okay? So I'll tell you that. The concealer is holding up. The concealer looks really good. I have not powdered under my eyes or anything after like my initial powder, right? Because I always apply my concealer and then I go in and I like lightly powder, but I haven't had to like touch it up or anything. I have no creasing. The concealer is doing an amazing job. I really like this concealer. Now I'm curious, is it possible that it's the primer? Maybe I should have used another primer. Maybe it would have all turned out beautifully had I used a hydrating primer, but I didn't because the foundation already says it's hydrating. So I don't know. From afar, it looks good. From up close, it's looking a little better than when it was initially applied. Let's wait another, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours and we'll see. Again, I'm not very oily. I'm normal combo. So it shouldn't get too ugly or funky. So we'll wait and see. I'm gonna give it another like 3 hours or so, maybe. I'm cooking right now, so we'll see what happens, but I'll definitely come back and give you guys like an update. We have arrived to the end of this foundation try on, wear test journey. It is 6:42 in the afternoon. My lipstick has worn off because we had our dinner pretty early today and my eyes look different because I was playing around with some product that I received in the mail and I couldn't wait. So I was like, let me go play with this because it's about the foundation and not my eyes. My eyes were pretty simple as it was. So yes, I did film with these products to show you guys. It's also like a try on product specific review. So that's really exciting to expect to see this in an upcoming video, probably the very next one. Nonetheless, okay, here you can kind of see that what is a gnat? It could have been a gnat. I don't even know what it was. All I know is that it freaking bit me here and then it bit me over here and it's so itchy, but you can totally see that I have some stuff going on here, but it's not red. So I'm not mad at it. The foundation hasn't really faded. I still stick to what I said last. My T-zone area, the areas that I used the Blendiful in are the areas that look the best. The area that I used my beauty sponge on still kind of looks, it doesn't look patchy, but it just kind of looks like there's so much going on here. In a sense, it kind of looks dry, and this is the side that I use the ABH Dewy Set Setting Spray. On this side, it still looks dry. On this side, I used the brush and I didn't apply any setting spray. So when it comes to longevity, I feel like the foundation is going to last all day. With that said, I don't like the finish on either side with either of those two tools, whether it was the brush or the sponge. I like it with the blender full better. I feel like I'm gonna do this again for me, just for me. I'll probably update you guys over on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do. I will update you guys on Instagram and let you know how I like it with a different primer. I'm gonna use a hydrating primer next, and I'll do this all over again because I really want, like, there's no way it looks this dry in person, but it's advertised to be a hydrating foundation. So as of right now, first impressions with this primer, which is the one that I used, I'm gonna tell you, if you have dry skin, do not get this foundation. It's not gonna work. It's going to emphasize how dry your skin is. If you have oily skin, I think it's a foundation you should definitely try. I'm not saying Tati lied, because her review was based on the primer that she used and using her Blenderful to apply the product. I used 3 different tools and a different primer because I wanted to make sure I checked every single box off in terms of possibilities for you guys. But yeah, if your combo skin, expect to look somewhat dry, and it's gonna look heavy, but it doesn't feel heavy. It's gonna last all day. If you have a super dry skin, I'd say skip on this for now, because honestly, you're really gonna have to hydrate your skin in order for it to look really nice. And then if you have oily skin, I'm going to guess it's gonna look good. Based on like what I'm seeing today, I'm going to guess it's going to look really nice on your skin because it won't look as dry. At least, again, first impressions. Final thoughts on the concealer, guys. I haven't repowdered under my eyes at all, and it still looks good. It still looks flawless. I cooked, I did some cleaning, I fed the baby, I changed her diaper, went for a quick pick-me-up, and it still looks really good. This has held up in Florida weather very well. So concealer gets a AAA+ from me. But if you've tried this product, let me know down below what you guys think. Did you love it? Did you hate it? And what was your skin type? Providing that information in the comment section will help other viewers out. But if you haven't purchased the foundation, is it one that you're willing to try, being that it's just $11? Chime in down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And with that, it is a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a few minutes out of your day with me. It really means a lot. Make sure you check out the videos that are coming here on screen. There are more unboxings, tutorials, how-tos, and all that good stuff I know you guys are gonna absolutely love. And I'll see you guys over there. Bye, guys.